All right, so now say we've got the supplier ready to go, we've got our samples, we love them, and sourcing's all lined up. We are ready to launch this product. What's next?
Yeah, so Bradley, one important reminder, right? Samples are great, but it is also important to get an inspector on site who will do third-party quality checks. I cannot stress this enough because this has saved our Amazon FBA business countless times. The inspection literally picked up 40 products and the suppliers literally fixed our products right in China. So you need to make sure that your product delivers what you promise always.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that. It happened to me once where they made a whole bunch of products, and if I would have shipped it, it would have been terrible, but the inspector caught it. All right, so that's definitely something we have to remember. So now let's say, hey, the samples we're thrilled about, the inspector is all lined up, ready to go. Now the big question, how do we go about putting this product into a listing on Amazon.com?
The key factor here is that your product listing has only 1 second to impress customer, right? So let's make them see what exactly they're looking for. It's most important on Amazon listing.
All right, now let's talk about what goes on in an Amazon listing. Most important part is probably the title, all right? You need to make sure to have this be a maximum of 200 characters, although in some categories that might be a little bit more, a little bit less. And it really has to have the brand and what kind of product this is. And it has to deliver to the customer exactly what this product is. Make sure that the letter of each word is capitalized, the first letter of each word, not every letter. And you don't want to include prepositions, conjunctions, and articles there. The next thing to keep in mind is the images, all right? You should have around 7 images usually, and the main image, you need to have a white background. Very important. If you don't have this, Amazon could potentially suppress your listing from the search results. That main image, make sure that it uses at least 85% of the frame of the picture, and it's 1600 pixels or larger. Next up, there's gonna be variations, all right? So if I just have one product, don't worry about that. But if you have a product that has different sizes or different colors, these are called sub-products or variations. Make sure to set those in your listing and have those options, and each of them have price and what kind of color it is, size, etc. Another part of a listing are the bullet points or features. Now, you need to have a list of what the product's key features are. And you can also make emotional connections with your buyer in these bullet points. So don't just put a whole bunch of keywords or a whole bunch of facts in there, because some buyers are going to read this section. Now, you want to make sure that each line is between maybe 500 and 1,000 characters, absolutely max for each point. The shorter the better, because buyers don't really want to read a whole humongous paragraph on these bullet points. Next up is the product description. Now here we have more detailed information than what the bullet points were. You could talk about the dimensions of the product. You can also have what kind of instructions to care for the product, like how to wash it or something like that. Product warranties if your product has that. In this section, make sure to use complete sentences, all right? Also increase your chances of appearing in search results by using relevant keywords. This is a great place to be indexed for a lot of keywords.
And of course, no listing is complete without amazing pictures. So make sure you leverage all the areas you have on the listing. For example, for us, we make sure that we have amazing product and packaging pictures. And then on top of that, we like to add a little bit of information that's extra for our customer. For example, how the products are produced, what different sizes they come in, or different colors as well. Also, of course, sustainability facts.
Next step, it is what we commonly known as indexing. So we need to check for index on Amazon. So let's move on to the screen, and we're going to show you with the help of Helium 10 index checker. So right on the screen here, we have like one of the top 10 keywords that we have for the tamago yaki pan. So just with the help of Helium 10, by the clicking in this check keyword button, you're going to see the conditions of your keywords. Are they indexed on Amazon? Are they even searchable? So the moment you see the finish button appears, and if you see the cumulative score as a check, you know that you are indexed for this keyword and you are ready to do Amazon advertising for organic ranks.
The magic really begins with keywords. These are the words or phrases that potential buyers use when searching for products on Amazon.com. Your job is to figure out which keywords are relevant to your products. Ask yourself, what would I type into Amazon if I were looking for this product?
Alright, so now let's head on to Amazon Seller Central to see exactly how can we key in those relevant keywords into our Amazon listing. So now that we are in Amazon Seller Central, after clicking on Inventory, editing the inventory, we begin to come to this page here, head over to the tab of Product Details. So on the first view, you will see Amazon asking you for what is your item name. This is exactly the place that you will use to key in highly relevant keywords into your Amazon listing. And this will be your title. So I would personally key in all the high-hitting, highly relevant keywords into the Amazon title because this is considered to be one of the prime real estates in your listing. I would absolutely capitalize on that and only include in highly relevant keywords that can bring the sale to you. Next up, we have the product description. So this description will appear on your listing as well. So I would key in at least 1,000 characters in this field to get some of my keywords indexed. For those of you who are brand registered, your A+ content will replace your product description. But take note guys, on the back end, Amazon still index your product description. So do not leave that blank even if you have A+ content active. Now moving on to bullet points. So the next area where you can key in relevant keywords into your listing will be the bullet points. Okay, like what Bradley has mentioned previously for the bullet points, there's a total of 1,000 characters that you can be indexed for. But take note, each bullet point probably you won't be able to include all 1,000 characters. So spread it out and maybe limit them up to 150 to 250 characters per bullet point. And this way you can key in a lot of attractive keywords into your listing for indexing and later on targeting on your Amazon advertising campaign.
Okay, after updating your listing with the keyword, Amazon algorithm kick into the indexing. So based on their keyword, customer will find your product. But don't stop your job here. Still keep open your eye because market will change. And some keyword will change as well. The volume, the different long tail keyword. So you have to be ready and update in the future to train it to match the market fit.
One thing to keep in mind is maybe English is not your first language, all right? Maybe you're worried, how am I going to write all of this English listing for Amazon.com? Well, there's a lot of good AI tools that Amazon provides, even in Helium 10 Listing Builder. Whatever language you speak, you can use the keywords and then write in your own language what your description is, and then the AI will make that listing in English, so keep that in mind. All right, well, this is gonna wrap up today's sourcing and listing episode. We had a lot of information in this. I hope you were all able to take it in. Now we're fully ready to sell on Amazon.com or launch another strong listing if we are ready, we're selling on Amazon. So what's next? Yes, how can we make sure that we've got all the right keywords on the listing? And if new keywords come up and customers are looking for these keywords, how do we really know how to get it into our listings? We are going to really make sure that you guys understand how to rank on Amazon using keywords. And to do that, Amazon advertising is what is the key tool that we are going to be using. All right, guys, thank you again for watching this episode. Don't forget to hit that like button below, subscribe, share this video, leave us comments and questions right there below, and we'll get to all of them. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode.
Bye.